Good morning, boys and girls. How y'all doing? So I came on to do a little quick reading before work. We're going to see who the reading's going to be for. So it's going to be for a specific sign. All house placements. I'm Erica. I also go by High Priestess E. I do have my email down below. If you want any personal readings, you can contact me there. I'm just going to shuffle these a little bit, find out who it's going to be for, and we're going to go from there. Oh, that one's pretty excited. That's Aries, Leo, Sag. We got Page of Wands came out first. So we got fire signs popping out. Let's see. I only want to do one sign, so I'm going to grab another one. We're going to see who it's going to be. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the Ace of Swords. Okay, come on. This one's going to be only one. Virgo. We got the Hermit. Okay, so far I can tell we started with the Page of Wands, right? So it looks like you may have a fire sign that's looking to approach you with a message or an opportunity of some kind, right? And then we also have the Ace of Swords that came out. That's all about like cutting through lies and BS and getting to the truth, right? So it feels like this page, whoever this is going to come in to tell you some truths, right? And then we got the Hermit. So you're possibly right now, it feels like you're in this Hermit energy. Possibly staying away from people, kind of taking time for yourself, trying to like figure out your next move. Because really the Hermit takes time away in order to gain enlightenment. So it's kind of like when you're like in your regular life, right? When you're not in your hermit mode, right? There's so much information that's coming at you that sometimes it's hard to try to get clear answers or really figure out the solutions to problems you may have because of all the outside noise. So the Hermit takes to the silence, to the quiet, in order to kind of tap in to intuition, receive downloads and messages from the divine and from spirit guides and ancestors. So this is about going within and taking that time, that quiet time, so that you can kind of like figure out your next move, right? And just a quick reminder, we're doing Virgo, okay? So that's for Virgo signs. Now we're gonna keep pulling cards. I'm gonna grab 2 cards from the dumpster fire and see what kind of challenges you're into right now. And we'll go from there. I don't want to go too deep into it because I do have a very busy day today. It's pretty warm here. I already feel like I'm starting to sweat. So, okay, let's get 2 cards for Virgo energy. Thank you. Meditating Monkey. Like I was saying about taking time to yourself, getting into meditation, connecting to higher self. It's like I don't even need the cards. I'm just kidding. One more. One more for Virgo energy. One more for Virgo. Thank you. Okay. So we've got Meditating Monkey that says connect to higher self. Stillness isn't boring because it's bananas. The wisdom of your higher self is already waiting. So really lines up with the Hermit card, right? About taking time away, right? To gain that enlightenment. You see the brightness of the sun in the background. Here you have that light, right? So it's like you're being guided by this light. And then we got Lost Sock. Forget and move on. It's time to move on and it's for the better. Forgive, release, and step happily into freedom. This one's so difficult, right? But it's so true. we got to know when it's time to walk away, right? And I think this is a big challenge, especially when it's romantic relationships. I've been getting a lot of socks and shoes, like in the readings. So I know that this is about walking away from something, walking away possibly from more than one thing, right? From people that don't treat you well, from situations that don't align with you, from low vibrational and toxic relationships, right? We have to be willing to save ourselves. And that is an act of love. That is an act of self-love when you save yourself. When you know this is going to take you down a dark path. You know this is going to drag you through the pits of hell because you have a love and attachment to this person. We have to know to save ourselves. We have to love ourselves more than anyone or anything other than the divine, right? We have to love ourselves the most, and we have to care for ourselves in the way you would care for a child. Like when people say, oh, your inner child, you have to take care of your inner child and look after and communicate and all those things. The main point here is treating yourself in a way that is special, right? Treating yourself in a way to show yourself that you are important, and you are important in this life more than anyone else, right? You have to be first, because like in an airplane, you can't save anyone else if you're not breathing. So you have to save yourself first. And I feel like this is what this is telling you to do. You need to save yourself first. And that means forget and move on, right? That's what this meditation and this time away is trying to bring you to forget about this situation and give that forgiveness to yourself. Because a lot of times, we think we're not forgiving. We're upset with that person. We're upset with what they did. But a lot of times we're upset with ourselves for falling for it, for trusting them, for believing what they say. You know what I'm saying? So we have to not only forgive ourselves first, right? Because you're caring for this soul, this body, this person that's within you with kid gloves. Okay? So if you imagine that's a child, how hard are you going to go for that child? How hard are you going to protect a defenseless child? And that is what we need to know here, right? That's what we need to learn here to do, is to fiercely protect ourselves. Fiercely look after ourselves and care about ourselves first. Once you have that love and that compassion and that caring for yourself, and once you know how to take care of yourself, how to love yourself, and how to give yourself the things that you need so that you can be happy and successful in life, you're not going to be able to do that for anyone else until you can do it for yourself. And here, what this is communicating to me is like, someone's trying to come in and tell you, cut through all this BS and cut through all these lies, right? It's time for you to move on. This was not real. I'm sorry. I really am. Because it's happened to me too. So it's like we have to be able and we have to be willing to care for ourselves, love ourselves more than anyone else, right? Give ourselves that love, appreciation, that attention, the time, right? All the time that you need to be safe and comfortable. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know this is painful for you. I can feel it. I know. I'm sorry. But we got to move on, right? We have to move on. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to pull some Cancer cards and see what kind of guidance we get with it. Okay? So, they don't want to come out. Okay. So these are just like little oracle cards, kind of. So we're just going to pull one this time and see what we get. Oh. Okay. Didn't even get a chance. We got love conquers all. Love conquers absolutely everything. everything, 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 especially when it is a boundless, powerful, universal love like the one your heart can feel. You, a good water sign, whose own feelings are your only guide, know that nothing will stop you if there is even just a crumb of feeling. With this certainty in hand, you can go and conquer the roadblocks to all happiness. So, it's like, this is what I feel with this. We were just talking about walking away, right? And this is talking about love conquering all, right? See that? But I still get the feeling from this that it's time to walk away, right? Because this is saying if there's even a crumb of feeling left, you know what I mean? Nothing's going to stop you from looking after this person or this situation, right? So what needs to happen is all that needs to go. We need to be able to forget and move on. And this love that conquers all needs to be the love of thyself. That needs to be self-love, right? You need to be able to love yourself more than anything and anyone, right? And care for yourself like you were a defenseless child. And care for the light that you have within you. Because that's what you need to protect the most. Because if you lose that light, I don't know if you can get that back. And I'm just being honest with you. 100%. Once that light is gone, I don't know that you can get that back. So, look after that light. Look after that inner child. Defenseless inner child. And know that love is going to conquer everything. The self-love conquers all. You love yourself, and then you move forward and love others. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.